From the Great Pyramids of Giza to the iconic Burj Khalifa, humans love building to ever greater height. Here are 10 of the biggest.
Number 10. Taipei 101. Don't let the 101 in its name fool you. It is way more gigantic than that. In fact, this super tall skyscraper was the world's tallest from 2004 until 2010, before eventually being surpassed by the current title holder, which will be featured later in this top 10 list. Built by the joint venture of Samsung, C&T, and KTRT, this remarkable building was completed in 2004 after 5 years of construction and cost just under $2 billion. The postmodern, eye-catching architectural structure towers at 1,671 feet with 101 floors and 61 elevators. With some elevators even reaching an astounding 38 miles per hour, it will literally take you 37 seconds to go from floor 5 to floor 89. Though Taipei 101 is the world's largest LEED-rated green building, it is still renowned for its New Year's Eve fireworks shows.
And the scenes are just breathtaking.
Number 9. China Zun. China Zun, also known as CITIC Tower in China, measures a staggering 1,732 feet in height. This mammoth building, found in the central business district of Beijing, is the tallest in the city, soaring 109 stories above China's capital. Recently opened to the public, this mixed-use tower features luxury apartments, a 300-room hotel, office space, and even a rooftop garden, which sits roughly 1,719 feet above the ground.
Pretty wild.
As with all buildings this big, look at environmental impact, foundation, and issues specific to geography. This newly christened tallest building in Beijing is more likely to remain the tallest in Beijing for quite some time, as authorities have capped new projects to a height of no more than 180 meters to reduce fruitless congestion. Number 8. Tianjin CTF Finance Center. The Tianjin CTF Finance Center can be found in the outer district of the Tianjin Economic Technological Development Area in China.
With a formidable height of 1,739 feet, this smooth, sharp, yet angular building is truly a stunning work of art and genius.
It boasts an eye-catching design, and its height is far from the only thing that makes it remarkable. The building is constructed in a way that its aerodynamic shape significantly reduces vortex shredding, confusing the wind and disrupting any opportunity for resonating wind forces and loads on the structure. Completed as recently as 2019, this incredible structure serves as yet another symbol of China's growing economic might and power. Housing office spaces, luxury serviced apartments, and even a large hotel, this super tall skyscraper is an anchor for the larger area development. Number 7. Guangzhou CTF Finance Center. We will simply call this Guangzhou Chow Tai Fook Finance Center simply as the CTF Finance Center.
Completed after 7 years of intense construction, this enormous skyscraper finally opened in 2016.
Dwarfing most other skyscrapers at around 1,739 feet, the Chow Tai Fook Finance Center is also the tallest functional building in the city and comfortably houses a shopping mall, offices, apartments, bars, restaurants, and more. With business settlements as such, it's not surprising that the CTF Center boasts the fastest elevators in the world, clocking speeds of over 47 miles an hour. With its amazing angular cuts and a skyscraping pair, the CTF Finance Center certainly makes for a magnificent modern site. It might come as a shock, but this colloquially known East Tower is only the 4th tallest building in all of China. Of course, there are still some of them left. Number 6. One World Trade Center. Situated in Lower Manhattan, New York City, One World Trade Center was specifically designed to honor the memory of the tragic events of September 11th and serve as the new World Trade Center. After that tragic day, the city was left with a difficult decision to design a replacement, so several competitions were held. Finally, the construction work began in April 2006, completing the structure in July 2013, with the skyscraper opening the very next year. Towering at 1,776 feet, it is the tallest building in all of the Western Hemisphere, with a truly unique design made up of 8 triangles. It captures and reflects the sky beautifully.
There are 104 floors, the majority of which are office, observation, and communication spaces.
Number 5, Lot World Tower. Here is yet another structure that took pretty long to get off the ground. A full 13 years, in fact. After some planning, construction finally began in 2011 and was completed during March of 2016. Currently the tallest building in South Korea at 1,819 feet, this tower comprises office space, residential space, a hotel, and a 6-story observational deck at the very top of the building. This super tall skyscraper looks even more majestic against the rest of Seoul skyline, as it is nearly double the height of its closest competition.
By the way, 2 Russian and Ukrainian explorers from a famous YouTube channel actually explored this very skyscraper while it was being constructed.
They took the stairs partway up before free climbing to the very top. They have even published the whole thing on YouTube, with the video reaching well over 4 million views by this recording. Number 4, Ping An Finance Center. With an estimated cost of $1.5 billion, the Ping An Finance Center, located in Shenzhen, China, took 7 years to complete, from 2010 to 2017. It's the second tallest skyscraper in China, reaching a height of 1,969 feet, with 115 floors above ground and 5 below. There were even plans to make it even taller, but the extreme heights we are talking about, the idea was later abandoned for fear that the building could interfere with the air traffic. Apparently, several daredevils from around the globe have made attempts to climb to the top. Some even used a crane to access it while it was still under construction. For most of you, the Ping An Finance Center boasts the joint highest observation deck in the world.
At 1,843.8 feet, it shares that honor with a mega-tall skyscraper from Shanghai, but we will get to that in just a second.
Currently used as a high-end shopping mall with office and retail space, this angular and finely integrated skyscraper looks like something straight out of a sci-fi classic. Number 3, Burj Al Bait Clock Tower. Built after the destruction of the historically significant Ajyad Fortress, the Burj Al Bait Clock Tower is one of the only 3 megatall skyscrapers in the world, a feat the previous finance center missed by a matter of feet.
It was built between 2004 and 2011 and stands at an impressive 1,972 feet tall and contains the world's largest clock face.
Constructed by a Saudi design and construction group, this $15 billion postmodern architecture houses an array of things, including a mall, observational decks, hotels, residential areas, shops, and more. The 120-floor building looks even more impressive within the context of the skyline of Mecca, as it neighbors not 1, not 2, but 6 skyscraper hotels. Number 2, the Shanghai Tower. At over 2,000 feet, the Shanghai Tower in Luqiazhou, Shanghai, China, is the tallest building in all of China and the second tallest in the world. The tower clocks in at 2,073 feet and boasts the second fastest elevators in the world at a speed of 46 miles per hour, meaning you can get to set the joint highest observation deck, 1,843 feet high, in record time. This eye-catching curved helical skyscraper owned by the city government was built between 2008 and 2014 with a cost of only about $2.4 billion.
Opened the very next year, this beautiful building contains everything from offices to boutiques, a swimming pool, and even a concert hall.
With every aspect of the Shanghai Tower so fascinating, it is kind of hard to fathom. You'd really have to see it to believe it.
We've seen some impressive buildings so far, and more, even bigger ones are going up around the world all the time. But we've still got one to go. First, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and speak up in the comments below. What is the tallest building near you?
Number 1, Burj Khalifa. And finally, the granddaddy of all the skyscrapers in the whole wide world, the Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa towers a staggering 2,722 feet above all other skyscrapers by nearly 650 feet. With a cost of $1.5 billion, it took the architects a whole 5 years to complete this breathtaking, mega-tall skyscraper from 2004 to 2009. And it has held the title of the world's tallest building ever since. With such an unprecedented height, it has claimed a number of tallest and highest records, including the world's highest nightclub and restaurant.
With its unique design and extravagant architecture, the Burj Khalifa is unsurprisingly the most popular tourist attraction in all of the United Arab Emirates.
Optimally used for hotel and residential space, you can get into one of its observational decks for a fee of less than $50.